beauties. So guess what I just got? I got the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. Now Too Faced contacted me and asked if they could send this, and I was like, absolutely, yes, of course, please do. And I am so happy that I got it. So I created this makeup look using this palette, and it is amazing. Now this is called a neutral matte eyeshadow palette. Let's just talk about the packaging really quick. This is so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like a vintage type look. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a bubble type glass, and the letters on the front in gold are definitely raised, and it just gives like a really nice, sophisticated, expensive feel to it. And underneath the glass is this type of taupe color or brown color, and it has this darker brown lace on top of it. The clasp for it is a little heart, which I love. Then you've got a nice big mirror. Now, normally I don't really like mirrors and palettes because I've never used them, but with this, the palette is like just the right size for me to hold on to and be able to do my makeup. So you'll notice in the tutorial that I am holding the palette and looking in this mirror, which is honestly so much more helpful than looking at this big mirror that's below me and not in the light. So I actually really like this palette. It's just the right size for me to hold on to, dip my eyeshadow brush, and apply. It is a really nice palette. Now let's talk about the colors inside. So you've got these three, what I would like to call like highlighter colors. They are matte, so they aren't shimmery, but they are very light. You have them in Heaven, Nude Goals, and Lace Teddy. And then you have 6 matte shades underneath them, and they are nude matte shades. And basically each row kind of corresponds with each look. So you have in Lace Teddy, these are all kind of, I would say like pink tones, pink or warm tones. The Lace Teddy is definitely a pink. All Natural is like a light brown, and Hookup is a almost deep clay color. Then Nude Goals, you kind of just have like this really nice soft color. You have Cleavage and Risky Business, which is like a dark brown with almost a hint of, I want to say like a purplish red. It's beautiful. And then Heaven is just like a very light natural look. It is Less is More and Sexpert. Then also with the palette comes this kind of lookbook, and it gives you step by step on how to create 3 of the looks. It's a really easy guide to follow, and the looks are beautiful. One more thing about this palette before I start the tutorial. It smells so good. It literally smells like warm vanilla, and I love it, and that is the first thing I noticed. Like when the package came in the mail, it smelled like vanilla from the outside, and I was just like, that's amazing. Please, yes, let's use it. So I really love that. Another thing is the colors themselves have lace printed on them, so it's a really beautiful lace look to the colors themselves. And the only one negative that I have about this whole palette is there is a little bit of fallout, which you'll see towards the end of the video. And I noticed that when the palette actually came to me in the mail, there was bits of the eyeshadow on the outside. And I was worried that it was damaged, but it actually wasn't. There's just a little bit of fallout. Alright, so let's go into the makeup tutorial. First, I use Nude Gold, and I put that all over my lids up to my brow bone. Then I use All Natural, and with a big fluffy blending brush, I blend that into my crease and above my crease, and I wing that out. Then I go in with a smaller blending brush, and I really pack that into the crease. Next I go to Hookup, and I apply that to my outer corner, winging that out, and I go into my inner corner with it as well, and I kind of connect it very lightly in the middle of the crease. Next I go for Risky Business, and I apply that just to the outer corner, and I really just want to darken that area up. It's such a beautiful shade. I really love that. Then I kind of just go back over with Hookup, and I blend that all out so it looks more uniform. On my top lid, I use Heaven directly in the middle to give it kind of like a highlighter shade. It's a beautiful contrast between the dark and the light, and I just really love how that looks. Then on the bottom lid, I use All Natural, and I go pretty low under my lower lash line, and I try to make this look natural but still give it some pigment. And then with a thinner brush, I use Hookup, and I just very lightly line my lower lash line. Next I use a black eyeliner and line my upper waterline. Then I go in with a white eyeliner and line my bottom waterline. Go in with a brown eyeliner and line my lower lash line. And just like magic, my mascara is done. Like magic again, I have fake lashes on. and magic yet again, and all of a sudden I have lips. Now I'm just gonna grab some highlighter and apply that to my high points just to give it a nice little shine. So that is my makeup tutorial, and this is the final look. I am so loving this palette. I'm going to be using it a lot. I want to do more natural looks with it. Lately, if you've been checking out my Snapchat or my Instagram, I've been trying to do very natural eyeshadow looks, usually only 1 or 2 shades. So I'm going to try to do some more natural looks. I would say this is more of like a glam going out look, but I also kind of want to try an even more dramatic look because the brown and red shades in this palette really make my blue eyes and blue hair pop. So I think it'll be fun to mess around with this, try it out, see what looks I can create. If you guys have any suggestions or looks that you want to see, comment below and let me know. If you like this video, please give it a big like and subscribe if you have not. Bye beauties, love you. Mwah.